I'm Steph from Canned Geek, and I'm here with Gary Jones from Stargate and Stargate Atlantis. Now, my first question is, everyone in mind, have you been asked to do Stargate Universe?
No. No, I have not.
That's
I have
terrible.
Although I haven't checked my email today.
Okay.
I have this feeling that there's not an email from MGM or Sci-Fi or Brad Wright. Yeah, because I'm part of the old guard, and I was on Stargate SG-1, and I did Stargate Atlantis. It's a couple of crossovers, but it's going to be hard to get me on a spaceship traveling. God knows how many light years away.
Across different universes.
Unless they turn me into some kind of weird ancient hologram that they can call up, but they probably won't.
Cool, though.
They probably won't do that.
You should write them in about that. Put me in as a hologram.
Yeah.
No, well, yeah. A lot of fans are disappointed that the show's ending, especially Stargate Atlantis. We hear that you guys wanted to end it on a high, which is completely.
Well, I had nothing to do with it. The cast members are,
they pretty much just told what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. And I was just told to show up for work, and when I showed up, I was delivering news, and I was in a scene with David Hewlett, and that was a lot of fun, and David Nichol, and it was great. It was just great to work with those guys.
Yeah, no. Met them before, and they were really nice. What was it like working on Stargate Atlantis?
Stargate Atlantis?
Oh, both.
Well, I didn't, it was weird because in Stargate SG-1, I was there for 10 years, so it was like one big family, and I'd show up, and you knew all the crew, and I knew the directors, and it was so easy, right? You just like sit in my chair and deliver my lines, and easy peasy, right? But then when I even found that just going over to Atlantis, even though I kind of knew those guys, I still had to make a bit of a connection with them, because I did a scene with Jason Momoa, in like a funny little cafeteria scene where, I'd never worked with Jason before. In fact, I think in the 10 years that I did SG-1, I never did any scenes with Chris Judge.
Wow.
I had no scenes with Chris Judge.
Actually, I don't think you did.
No. And then I ended up having one decent little scene with Jason Momoa, and I'm thinking, okay, well, here's the other big brute of the show, Yeah. But so it was like, we kind of seen each other across the set, and like, hey, how you doing, and blah blah blah. We're both on Stargate shows, and you sit down and do your scene, and it was a lot of fun to work on the show, and especially getting to know everybody really well. Like, I got to know the directors, and the writers got to know me, so they gave me more stuff to do. So it was good. Yeah.
If they decided to bring Stargate Atlantis back, or SG-1, would you look at going back onto it, or?
Oh, well, if they did that and they called me up, I would go back. But it's just, these decisions are kind of like, I don't know, they're pretty monumental decisions to end a show. So it's not like it's going to go back. Like I said, they've already got Stargate Universe happening. Yeah. So it's like they're like, okay, we're done with SG-1, we're done with Atlantis, and now let's kind of move on. The guys, the writers they're amazing writers, and so I guess they want just a new challenge,
Which is understandable.
Yeah, as writers and producers.
So what are you planning to do with your time now? Just settle down or keep acting?
Keep acting, keep writing. I go to conventions. After this one, I'm going to another one in New Jersey next weekend. So, whenever they have conventions, I like to go. I like to meet the fans, and I like to travel. And so it's good.
It's very nice to have people that we see on the show come down and meet us.
Well, the fans are amazing. Sci-fi fans are incredible. They're very vocal about what they like and what they don't like, and they'll tell you exactly what they think. And I've never been on a show before or been part of a genre like this before, where it's like this untapped. It's like going into like an alternate universe, because my family doesn't come to this. But this exists. There's people who are like gamers and cartoon people and sci-fi people, and they love to come to these conventions. And I've been to lots of them, and so I know that this world exists. But so it's nothing like I've ever experienced before.
Far off land of the convention.
Land of the conventions.
Yeah. 2 weird questions for the podcast.
Lay it on me.
1, what would you steal from a zoo?
What would I steal from a zoo?
Yeah.
Oh. Probably the do not feed the animals sign.
Do not feed the animals. And how would you do it?
How would I do it?
Yeah. Do you wear like a big jacket and sneak it under, or just like run and jump?
Oh, of course, I'd have to hide in the zoo until it was dark. And then all the animals had been fed and gone to bed. And then I would have to steal the sign and then find a way to break out.
Yeah.
That's probably how I'd do it.
Yeah. And second question. What is the one thing you would keep for the post-apocalypse?
Oh, my cherished do not feed the animal sign.
Do not feed the animals?
Yeah, I would keep that. Because I'd gone to all the trouble to steal it. So I would keep that. I would cherish that sign.
Keepsake, yeah.
Yeah.
Not a problem. Thanks very much for having an interview with me.
You're welcome.
And taking your time.
Yeah. Does everybody know that you're dressed as Poison Ivy? Are they aware of that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you getting a close-up of this? Yeah? Can you put yourself on camera for a second? Just turn around, look at you. And that is the guy who is holding the camera. What's your name? Logan, yay! Let's hear for Logan.
Yay, Logan!
Okay, so Logan, that's Logan. He's the camera operator. And now, there you go.
Not a problem. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.